Hi guys, welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is Crafty Chat number 15, I believe. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and show you the last few pumpkins that I have made for the fall. And then that's basically it. No more pumpkins for a while. So to start, so a lot of these will just be pictures because I have delivered the ones that were for my friends. But I'll still try to talk about them and remember what I did. So for the first one, I have this one here. This is the bean stitch, and it is from a blog post by the Cookie Snob crochet blog. I'll link that down below. This one is made in the round, so you just kind of single crochet for a while, and then you do the bean stitch back and forth until it's as big as you want. This one here that I kept for me is made out of a Caron Simply Soft in this weird orangey, it's almost pinkish colored looking sometimes too, which is why it didn't make it into the friend pile. It wasn't quite matching the other pumpkins, but I get to keep this one for me. So then I made another one out of a red heart that I had that I don't know what color it was, just like a darker orange, and I'll show that one here. And then I also made one out of a Mary Maxim yarn that I got out of a mystery box in like this light brownish color, and I will post a picture of that one here as well. So I had made another one like this last year, and so that's why I kind of went with this one, because I knew I liked how the texture of it looked, and that way I wasn't making something completely up on my own. So for the third pumpkin that I took a picture of, and I'll post that here, is the Crumpled Griddle Stitch by Daisy Farm Crafts. And they just posted like a tutorial on their Instagram on how to do this stitch, and I used I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby, and I don't know the exact color, but it's like a dark brown color. And I apologize that the pictures are not very great. I tried to take them in my basement, and the lighting was really bad, and I didn't realize till later how bad they were. So hopefully you can at least kind of see how those turned out. I talked about before, I wasn't decided on what I was going to do for stems. I did end up going for just plain sticks hot glued in for all of these. Some of my friends have kids, like little kids, and so I thought about maybe doing like crocheted or felt, like felt rolled up. But this was going to be the easiest and fastest way to do that. And then I also used some wired twine from Joann's to add the little vines. I didn't add any on the ones I kept for myself, but I did for theirs. And then one more that I made for myself. I got this idea, I think it was from Joe's Web. She was showing some of the pumpkins she made. And she had one that was all just random ridges from doing back loops and front posts and back posts and stuff. So for this one, I did all back loop. But then to decide whether I was going to do a single crochet, a half double, or a double, I rolled a dice. And my 7-year-old had fun helping with that also. So like if I rolled a 1 or a 2, I'd do a single. If I rolled a 3 or 4, I did a half double. And then a 5 or 6 was a double. And that's just, I just made rows back and forth in the back loop only each time. And this is made out of Lion Brand. It's a Vanna's Choice Glamour that I got at clearance last year. So it's cool. It's a gold sparkly one. And when I remembered I had this in my stash, I knew I had to make me a pumpkin out of it because I thought it would be pretty. So I like how that one turned out. Yeah, I think that's all my crocheted pumpkins, but I do have a few pumpkins to show you that are not crochet. At the beginning of October, my mom came to visit, and we planned on doing some paint pouring. So I had told her I had this idea, if we could find a shape of a pumpkin, like a wood cutout, we could make one side like Halloween-y colors and then let it dry, and then do the other side just fall colors, and then you have one pumpkin you can flip back and forth from October to November. So that was the original plan, but we didn't do the actual paint pouring with enough time to let the one side dry for a few days before we could flip it over and do the other side. So I started with the Halloween-y side, so I'll show you that first. So this is the pumpkin that she found. This side is plain, the other side has ridges, and I'll show that in a second. So you can see that I tried to do like orange and purples and blacks and a little bit of green and yellow. I wanted there to be more orange, but sometimes with paint pouring you don't always get what you want. And then I added this trick or treat. I did not design this. I'll post a link to, it was a free download that I cut out with my silhouette, but I'll post the link to who designed it, because I didn't want to just leave it as a plain pumpkin. I thought that would be kind of boring, but I didn't feel like making anything up on my own either, so I used that. So because we knew we weren't going to have time to paint pour the other side, she did have other pumpkins to paint pour on, and this one's kind of huge, but so I decided to do my fall version on one of these big ones. So here is that. So I did like reds, yellows, oranges, some gold, and this bronzy color. And then to finish that off, I just found some fonts that I liked on my silhouette program and added Count Your Mini Blessings to that. I did this part kind of weird. My original plan was to do the brown and then gold letters on top, but then I discovered the gold that I had was in like bits and pieces, scraps from another project. So I actually ended up making the silhouette machine cut out the letters of brown, and then I just layered the gold pieces underneath. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But in person you can kind of see where different pieces are overlapped. Like there's kind of a little diagonal line there where some vinyls overlapped. But yeah, so there's that. And then, so I still wanted to finish off the second side of that trick-or-treat one. So I decided to, I got some scrapbook paper from Joann's, and I just added, see how like it's separated into the little ridges. So I put some brownish bronze paint in between each one, and then just picked these colors from Joann's. I did a lot of yellow because I chose to paint the base yellow to match this side. I didn't have any of this orange, that's what color that is, because that was my mom's and she took it home, or I would have done that orange to match and made the pumpkin more orange, because yellow's not my favorite color. But I was gonna do four different, like I had a different brown I had picked out, so I was gonna have each section be a different style, I guess. But then when I got it home, I didn't like the way it looked. So this brown and this brown are the same, and then everything else is different. So there's that. It's not amazing, but I think it's still kind of cute. So yeah, that is all my pumpkins, and I'm done with pumpkins. I know lots of people are getting ready to put Christmas stuff out, but we have a December 1st rule. We can't put Christmas stuff out till December 1st in our family. So, but I might start putting all my Thanksgiving stuff away before this baby comes in a few weeks. One last thing I wanted to talk about that I'll have to post another picture of here, because it's on the ground to show you. I posted this on my Instagram. It's my tree skirt that I'm working on, and I talked about it in my last video. I'm kind of making it up, following a blanket pattern, just following her pattern for the different stitches and the order of stitches, but obviously making it a circle. And so I'm increasing every few rounds just depending on how I feel it looks. Like if it's ruffling too much, then I'll stop increasing, stuff like that. But I laid it out the other day after doing a bunch of rows, and I realized it's making kind of where the seam should come together in the back, it's making kind of a Pac-Man look, and I haven't quite figured out how I want to fix that. I don't want to frog it back because I don't have time for that. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to just continue as I'm going and let that just keep getting bigger, and then like maybe crochet like a weird triangle panel thing to put on the back, or just attach at the end and kind of make like a weird border. I don't know. So if anybody has any ideas on how to fix it without having to frog it, would be the easiest thing. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with that. But yeah, this is probably my last video before this baby is born, so I just wanted to get on here real quick. I know I'm horrible at being consistent with videos, so who knows when the next time will be. I'll try to keep you guys posted, do maybe like a little short video after she's born just to tell you how things are going. And I do have some works in progress I'm working on for Christmas presents, but I didn't feel like pulling those out right now. So yeah, so that is all for today. I hope you guys weren't too sick of pumpkins to watch that little bit, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.